Hello everyone, my name is Narima Tiaras. I am TGT Social Science at Kendra Vidyalaya Imphal number 2. Today I am going to teach a topic from class 6, History, chapter number 1, and the name of the chapter is What, Where, How, and When. So let's see this chapter. So we are going to start from the one question. What can we know about the past? So what we can know about the past? Let's see what we can know about the past. There are several things we can find out: what the people eat, the kind of clothes they wear, the house in which they live. So these are some points that we can know about the past. Okay, let's see next point. Where did people live? Okay, this is the second point. Where did people live? So here in your class 6 NCERT book, they mention 5 places where people used to live and they used to do the activity, human activity. Okay, so let's see these all 5 places one by one. The first one they mention about the Narmada river, and let's see what people used to do here. People have lived along the bank of this river for several hundred thousand years. Some of the earliest people who live here are here were skill gatherers, that is people who gather their food. Okay, so this is the important point. The people who live, okay, near to this Narmada river, they are gatherer. That means those people who gather their food, those people who collect their food. Okay, then second point, there is the Suleiman and the Khidr hill. Some of the areas where women and men first begin to grow crops such as wheat and barley about 8,000 years ago are located here. People also begin rearing animals like sheep, goat, and cattle, and live in the village. This is the uh, activity done in the days Suleiman and the Khidr hill. Okay, and the important activity is that they used to grow crop. Okay, crop like wheat and barley, and they also rear animal like the sheep, goat, and the cattle. Okay, these are the animals they used to rear, and they also live in village. This is the important point of this second places. Now let's see where these places are in this map. First one they mention about the Narmada. Okay, so Narmada is here. This is the area that is mentioned in that first place, Narmada river. Okay, then the second one, Sulima and the Khidr hill, it is here. Okay, this is the place that mentioned in the say point number 2. Okay, this place, Khidr hill is here, Suleiman is here. Okay, this map is taken from the NCERT book. You can see easily in the NCERT book. Okay, now let's come to the third one, third, fourth, and fifth. The third place that mentioned in your textbook is the Garo hill to the northeast and the Vindhya in the central India. Okay, Garo hill in the north to the northeast and the Vindhyas in the central India. Why this place is famous? Let's see. Area where agriculture developed. Okay, in these two places agriculture is developed. Okay, during that early time, the place where rice was first grown are to the north of the Vindhya. This one again, the second one is particularly for the Vindhya. It is the place where rice was first grown. Okay, then now come to the fourth place, the river Indus and its tributary. About 4,700 years ago, some of the earliest city flourished on the bank of this river. Okay, so we can find the earliest city in the bank of the river Indus and its tributary. Then the fifth place, the Ganga and its tributary called the Shan. In the ancient time, the area along this river to the south of the Ganga was known as Magadha. Okay, this place is called the Magadha. Okay, now lying in the state of Bihar. Its rulers were very powerful and set up a large kingdom. Okay, the fifth place is famous because of this powerful king, and early they are known as the Magadha. Okay, here. So let's see where they are in the map. So first one, they mention about the two places. There is the Garo and the Vindhya in the third point number 3. Garo is here, okay, then the Vindhya is here, two places in the point number 3. Then in the point number 4, they mention about the Indus and their tributary. Indus is here, and their tributary of the Indus are here. Salok, Ravi, Chenab, Jhelum, Bias, all are here. Okay, so it is mentioned in the point number 4. Then point number 5, it mentioned about the Ganga and the Swan. Ganga is here, okay, then the Swan is here. So this is the area that is mentioned in the point number 5. Okay, now let's come to the next topic. People travel in past. Okay, let's see why people travel and what they do. Throughout the past, people travel from one place of the subcontinent to another. Then point number 2, men and women move in search of the livelihood, as also to escape from the natural disaster like flood or drought. Okay, here we can know that why people used to travel. They used to travel to escape from the natural disaster, as well as they are searching for their livelihood. Point number 3, sometimes men march in the army conquering other land. Beside merchant travel with the Caribbean or ship carrying valuable goods from place to place. Merchant also used to travel from place to place. They travel in the Caribbean or in the ship, and they carried valuable goods, and they transported that goods from one place to another place. And there are some people who march with the enemy to conquer the other land. Okay. Then point number 4, some people perhaps travel driven by the spirit of adventure, wanting to discover new and exciting place. Okay, there are some people who travel the new place. They want to discover new places or the new thing. Then point number 5, this movement of people enrich our cultural tradition. People have shared a new way of carving stone, composing the music, and even cooking food over the several hundreds of years. Okay, when the people used to travel, they used to share the idea, and from that we develop our cultural diversity. Now let's come to the next one. There is names of the land. Okay, first one. Two of the words we often use for our country are India and Bharat. Okay, we used to call our country sometime India, or sometime we use the word Bharat. Let's see how these two words are originated. First, let's see about the India. The word India came from the Indus, called Sindhu in the Sanskrit. So in the word India is derived from the Indus, called Sindhu in the Sanskrit. The Iranian, okay, and the Greek who came through the northwest about 2500 years ago were familiar with the Indus, call it the Hindu or Indus, and the land to the east of the river was called India. Okay, so the word this India, it was been called by the Iranian and the Greek who came to the Indian subcontinent. They are familiar with the Indus river, and they called this land that is in the east of this river as India. Last one, last point. The name Bharata was used for a group of people who live in the northwest and who are mentioned in the Rig Veda. Okay, this word Bharat was been derived from the Rig Veda. The earliest composition in the Sanskrit dated about 3500 years ago. So from here we came to know that the word Bharat is derived from the Rig Veda, and India, okay, it is from the Indus River. So here we finished the part 1, and let's see the homework. Okay, you have to do the math the following. You have to do the math the following of this part with this in the Roman number what we have the Narmada Valley, Magadha, Garo Hill, Indus and its tributary Ganga Valley, and here in this side we have the first big kingdom, hunting and gathering city about 2000 years ago, and early agriculture, the first city. So you can do it. It is very easy. Okay, try it. So thank you. and the second part will be continue in the part 2. Okay, thank you.